Never speak like this at the doctors in old age. 5 ugly truths you need to know. Growing older is both a privilege and a challenge. Each year adds wisdom, memories, and countless life experiences. But it also brings its share of physical changes, vulnerabilities, and health concerns. And in old age, one of the most important relationships you will ever have is not with a neighbor, or a friend, or even a distant relative. It is with your doctor. Yet, many elderly people unknowingly sabotage their own health. Not with what they eat, not with what they drink, but with what they say or don't say when sitting in front of a doctor. Words, after all, can be medicine or poison. If you are in your 60s, 70s, or 80s, you must understand one thing clearly. Never speak carelessly at the doctor's office. The way you talk about your symptoms, your habits, and your fears can either save your life or put you in greater danger. Today, let us uncover 5 ugly truths, things elderly people often say to doctors, thinking it doesn't matter, when in reality, these words can cost them dearly. Ugly truth number 1. Saying, "It's nothing, just a small pain." This is one of the most dangerous sentences older people use. Many elderly dismiss their symptoms out of habit. A sharp chest pain is waved off as gas. A dizzy spell is dismissed as just old age. Difficulty breathing is excused as, "Maybe I walked too fast." But here's the truth. In old age, nothing is just small. Your body has lived decades. It has served you tirelessly. But with age, your immune system is weaker, your blood vessels are stiffer, and your organs are not as forgiving as they were in youth. What seems like a minor ache could be the early sign of something life-threatening. For example, that small chest pain could be the first warning of a heart attack. That minor swelling in the ankles could mean your kidneys or heart are struggling. That tiny difficulty swallowing could point to something far more serious. When you downplay your symptoms at the doctor's office, you are not being strong. You are putting yourself at risk. Strength is not silence. Strength is honesty. Advice: whenever you feel pain, weakness, or something unusual, describe it fully to your doctor. Even if it sounds small, speak it aloud. You might think you are complaining, but in reality, you are giving your doctor the clues needed to save your health, and maybe your life. Ugly truth number 2. Saying, "I don't want to trouble you, doctor." Many elderly people, out of politeness or humility, feel they should not waste the doctor's time. They hesitate to share everything, thinking they are being a burden. But here's the ugly truth. Silence is dangerous. Doctors are not mind readers. They cannot guess what you are going through unless you tell them. Your hesitation may come from good manners, but it often hides real suffering. Imagine, you don't mention your occasional blurred vision. You ignore that you sometimes lose balance when walking. You leave out the fact that you wake up at night to urinate several times. Each of these could be a sign of something serious: diabetes, neurological issues, or prostate problems. Yet, because you didn't want to trouble the doctor, the problem grows silently until it becomes harder or impossible to treat. Advice: think of your doctor as a partner in your health, not as someone too busy for you. When you are honest and open, you are not wasting their time, you are respecting it. The greatest trouble is not in speaking too much. It is in speaking too little. Ugly truth number 3. Saying, "At my age, this is normal." Yes, aging brings changes. Some stiffness in the joints, a little forgetfulness, slower movement, that is expected. But here's the cruel trap. Many dangerous diseases hide behind the mask of normal aging. When older people say, "Of course my memory is failing, I'm old. Of course I'm tired, I'm old. Of course I lose my balance, I'm old," they may be excusing symptoms that actually need urgent attention. Memory loss could be dementia. Tiredness could be anemia or heart problems. Balance issues could be a neurological disorder. What seems like just age could be the beginning of something far more serious. Advice: do not assume every health issue is normal for age. Let the doctor decide what is normal and what is not. Your responsibility is to report everything. Think of it this way: your body may grow old, but your right to live healthily never expires. Ugly truth number 4. Saying, "I forgot to take my medicine." Sometimes, but not admitting it fully. One of the hardest truths about old age is that many people forget or avoid taking their prescribed medicines. Some reasons are innocent: genuine forgetfulness, complicated schedules, or difficulty swallowing pills. But sometimes elderly people hide the truth. They tell the doctor, "Yes, I take everything properly," when in reality, they don't. This half-truth is dangerous. A skipped blood pressure pill can lead to a stroke. Missing diabetes medication can damage kidneys, eyes, and nerves silently. And suddenly stopping certain drugs can even be life-threatening. Advice: never lie about your medicine habits. If you forget, say it. If you have side effects, share them. If the cost is too high, tell your doctor. Remember, doctors are not there to scold you. They are there to help you find solutions. But they can only help if you are completely honest. Ugly truth number 5. Saying, "It doesn't matter. I've lived enough." This is perhaps the saddest phrase many elderly people say. Out of fatigue, loneliness, or resignation, they downplay their worth. They tell doctors, "It's okay. I'm old now. If something happens, let it happen." But here is the truth you must never forget. Your life still matters. It matters to your children, to your grandchildren, to your friends, to your community, and most importantly, it matters to you. You may think you are being practical, but these words can lead to neglect. A doctor might interpret them as lack of interest in treatment. You may unconsciously give up on your own health. And when you give up, your body follows. Advice: never say you don't matter. Speak as someone who still deserves care, dignity, and health. Because you do. Every day you live is a gift, and you owe it to yourself to protect that gift. Final words: the power of speaking wisely. Old age is not just about survival, it is about dignity, respect, and quality of life. And that quality often depends on how you communicate with your doctor. So remember these rules. 1. Never dismiss symptoms as small. 2. Never hide details out of politeness. 3. Never assume everything is just old age. 4. Never lie about your medicines. 5. Never say you no longer matter. Your words can save your life or shorten it. Speak wisely, speak truthfully, and most of all, speak with self-respect. Because in old age, the greatest medicine is not just what the doctor prescribes. It is the honesty with which you speak about your health. Backhand index pointing right. This, my friend, is the difference between aging with fear and aging with power. Hit that subscribe button and join us on a journey through the timeless wisdom of the older generation. Don't miss a single life-changing lesson.